Hi, you're watching Nerdy News on VideoGamesBlogger.com. I'm your host Laura, and today I'll be filling you in on the latest in gaming news. Unfortunately, most hackers aren't as much fun as Angelina Jolie on rollerblades. Hacker group LulzSec, also known as Lulz Security, has struck the US Senate's website and video game developers Bethesda Softworks. LulzSec posted basic information on the file systems, including usernames and web server files on the US Senate's website. Government officials said in a statement that no critical information had been compromised during the attack. According to a statement by the U.S. Senate, security officials, the hackers did not gain access into the state Senate computer network and were only able to read and determine the directory structure of the files placed on senate.gov. The group also took credit for posting passwords and source code from a Bethesda Softworks database server. The motive for the recent attacks is thus far undetermined. It's been speculated that the hackers were attempting to show that they were superior hackers than the other group that recently broke into Bethesda's new game Brink. Hacker group LulzSec has an explanation for their recent mischief, because we find it entertaining. Now, Sega is the latest in the line of gaming companies attacked by hackers after Nintendo, Sony, and Codemasters were hit recently. However, credit card details were not taken, Sega stressed. The company took the service offline and has told gamers that personal details may have been compromised after hackers broke into its system. Names, email addresses, and dates of birth that were on the Sega Pass database were accessed by uncredited hackers. In a recent tweet, LulzSec said, "We want to help you destroy the hackers that attacked you. We love the Dreamcast. These people are going down." For all of you diabolical parents, a new study has found a way to use video games to help your kids study. Scientists have found that brain training computer games can improve children's grades within weeks. The new research by psychologists at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor tested the effects of brain training on 62 school children with an average age of 8 years old. The study showed that video puzzles designed to exercise a child's working memory boosted reasoning and problem-solving skills for at least 3 months. The findings are the latest to show that giving the gray matter a daily workout can sharpen wits and intelligence. Even 3 months after the training ended, the students given the brain training did better on tests of abstract reasoning and problem solving. The video game industry hit the pause button on sales last month. The video game industry has posted its lowest monthly revenue from the U.S. retail stores such as Best Buy and GameStop since October of 2006. Sales of games, consoles, and game accessories such as extra controllers dropped 14% last month according to a report released Monday from the NPD Group, a market research firm. Only 42 titles were released last May, compared to 58 in May of 2010. As a result, only 28% of the month's game sales came from new releases, down from 41% a year ago. However, the decline in games sold at retail misrepresents a game industry that's actually growing. The latest projection for U.S. game sales show growth of $9.4 million over the next 3 years. Much of that increase, however, is expected to come from online games such as World of Warcraft, social games such as Cityville, and mobile games such as Angry Birds, not disc-based games. Now for some games releasing this week. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D is an action-adventure video game developed for the Nintendo 3DS handheld console. It is a remake for the Nintendo 64 version with updated graphics and added 3D effects. The gameplay for the remake is very similar to the original version. One new feature is the use of the touchscreen to switch out items, boots, and tunics. The game uses the system's gyroscopic technology to look around and aim the player's bow, boomerang, and slingshot in first-person mode, unless the player chooses to use the classic analog stick control to aim. Dungeon Siege 3 is an action RPG developed for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, on Live, and Microsoft Windows. This is the first game in the series to be published by Square Enix after it acquired the complete ownership of Dungeon Siege franchise. Dungeon Siege 3 has a system featuring a limited selection of abilities. The game will have an online support and co-op gameplay feature up to 4 players. Fear 3 is a first-person shooter developed for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Microsoft Windows, and the OnLive cloud gaming service as a sequel to the game Fear 2 Project Origin, and the third installment of the Fear series. Fear 3 is to include new features such as co-op and an evolved cover system. In the game, the player will be able to control both protagonist and antagonist from the first game. The player will be able to use various abilities along with using firearms such as slowing time, telekinesis, stun, possession, and other abilities. Also, the game will have both online and offline co-op play. That's all the news I have for today. Feel free to leave any questions or comments below. Love and peace from my PCDers.